makes DKNY so special is that it's something that I think every city girl going to work kind of wakes up and is like, you know what, I want to be sexy, but why do I have to wear trainers? But with DKNY, it's like, you know, you can still be sexy and still go about your day. And then if you want to glam up, it's really appropriate. That's another word. It's a very appropriate and convenient line, you know. It's glamorous, but then it's also sporty.
Well, also, you're a style icon yourself. What are your style tips?
I think, like I said, be glamorous. I think glamour, you know, with the hair, with the lips, but then being kind of like sporty and boyish is always a bit sexy for me.
So we're talking sort of full makeup and maybe tracksuit bottoms, that work?
Well, not exactly just tracksuit bottoms, but maybe like a nice baggy boy fit jean with like a nice kind of boot and a really cool kind of wedge boot maybe or something, yeah.
I'm sure it's not happened very often, but can you remember a particular fashion disaster in your life?
Oh yeah, I've had loads. The thing about fashion disasters is like, you know, I do it myself, so I can only blame myself. But yeah, I remember I wore this lycra piece one time at a festival last year, and I nearly kind of like fainted because it was lycra in like 100 degrees. And it was tassely all over, and I didn't realize you could see the sweat through the lycra. And I just looked a bit like a patchy lycra ball of not goodness.
That's lovely. Now obviously, Cara's hosting tonight.
Yeah.
You guys are BFFs.
Right.
What makes her a style icon?
I think what's so cool about Cara is that she's just really kind of non-intimidating, you know. She's very relative when it comes to, you know, young girls and older girls, and you can literally go up to her and kind of like speak to her, which is really nice. It's really nice to be approachable, you know what I mean? And I think that's what she is, and she's nice and friendly, and you can tell, you can just feel it.
Well, as I mentioned, the press keeps calling you guys BFFs.
Yeah.
But sometimes, I mean, everybody gets a little bit cross with their friends. Does she have any bad habits you think, Cara?
You know what, it's like any time you have a friend, you know, she's one of the coolest people and she's exactly like me, and that's why I love her.
Well, we're all incredibly excited about the new album, of course.
Thank you.
What can we expect?
Well, this new album is basically what I wish I did on my first album, but I was 17, you know, and it was a great introduction, and I'm so grateful for what it's done, and I appreciate everything that everybody's kind of like accepted it. But this second album is more about me not being 17 but being 22, and I loved the things that I've seen and the people that I've met, and I can finally use a bit of my influences, like the soul that I love about music and the pop that I love about pop music, and combine those two and use some really good people that I met along the way.
Well, I was going to say, you've been involved in some awesome collaborations. Can you give us any names who we might see involved?
Well, I can just say that I love my 90s hip-hop, and I'm a big fan of Q-Tip.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, the thing with my first album, I just was telling everyone everything. So stop making me tell you everything.
Right, okay. Well, one more thing. Have you thought about collaborating with Calvin? The guy's a hit monster.
Oh, he is, isn't he? He's also an amazing person. I'm a big fan of Calvin. I've always been. So I'm like looking at it in a completely different light.
Can't wait. Have a great time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rita.